friends, it's Doll from Doll Can Create. You can too. I'm here today to talk about some decluttering. And we're all in some form of decluttering, a bunch of us anyway. Cleaning up our kitchens, cleaning out our closets, cleaning out the pantry, getting rid of all those duplicates of things that we have. And now it's time for me to look at my stash and see what I'm going to declutter and what I'm going to be working on. So this is a 30-day challenge I've set for myself. This is week 1 in the series, and I do have my notes with me here today, so forgive me if I'm looking down, but I'm in kind of our living space. This is our living room, dining room, everything room, because we're in a very small 2-bedroom basement apartment. So everything is within reach, basically within reach. So I've been working on decluttering my home. It's not an easy thing to do, but I have been avoiding, if you will, my Fibre Arts stuff. Yeah. So it means going through all my yarn, my tools, my books, all of that stuff. So if you're interested in joining me on this journey, let me know in the comments below. And I'm hoping that you can. This is a basic introduction to what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. So I thought I'd just share some of the things I have. I'm wearing my entrelac scarf. I'll get in nice and close so you can see. I've had this for a long time. It's all hand spun. This was not hand dyed, but it was hand spun. And I love the design. I love the pattern. And I love the way the colors kind of they did their own thing, right? They did their own thing. And it was kind of fun. So I'm not decluttering this. I'm just wearing it for comfort today. But let me show you a couple of things. So while I'm in the midst of decluttering, sorry for that, I'm working on a couple of stash busting things, and this is one of them. Let me just see if I can open this up a little bit. It's caught. There we go. This is, that's the bottom. This is the northeasterly blanket. So I'm going to see how far out I can get, or how far this way I can get. But what it's doing as a stash buster, decluttering, is taking bits and pieces that I've spindle spun. There you go. Different colors, different weights. Some of it, I can even show you the back. For the most part, I'm weaving in as I go, so I don't have to go back afterwards and do all that work. I haven't picked this up in a while because I'm currently working on my Lent blanket, which is over across the room. And it's the same kind of thing. Modular knitting. I love modular knitting. Isn't that pretty though? It is just so colorful. Yeah. I really like that one. There. So I will show you the Lenten blanket that I'm currently working on. So I started this at the beginning of Lent, and I work on it a little bit every day. And again, it's a stash buster. So decluttering my stash through creative process. I'm going to do another video later this week on this specific project, so you can watch for that. Sign up to receive notifications. Do the YouTube stuff, you know. So I also have this basket that's been sitting around since before Christmas, but here's some different fibers that I'll spindle spin. That you might see, but that's not really decluttering. Well, actually it is. So in this basket are different colors and different weights of fiber, and it is full. Let me tell you, here's another little one. My husband put this together for me as an Advent project, and I have not worked on it very much as far as an Advent project goes, but I'm still working through all these little bits and pieces of different colors. So in the process of decluttering, I'm coming across yarn that is not sock yarn. This is a bag, big bag, of different yarns that I purchased for blankets or for mittens for charity. And I'm trying to decide how much of this to keep for mittens as I move forward. That's some hand spun in the same weight, because sometimes you want the same weight all in the same bag. There's another big one of the same thing. Same weight, same yarn. I don't buy a lot of yarn because I spin my own, and yet I still have this big bag. So it's time for me to make the decision. Am I going to hold on to this? There's some 3-ply hand spun that I did. Or am I going to share it with someone else who might be willing to make mittens or hats for charity? So I'm going to set that aside for now. But that is one of the, look at that, the mandarin, how wonderful. I'll just set that one aside as well. I have lots to declutter. That's the bulk of my non-wool yarn. And for the most part, it's store purchased. And I can share it, or I can make the decision to knit up some mittens quickly for our mitten tree in November. Because there's always a need for warm hands, isn't there? So that is something that I'm hoping to be able to do. But this is just a short little, hi, how are you? Explanation of my fiber de-stash decluttering. I have one more thing to show you. Actually, I have a couple more things to show you. Don't you just love this color? So this all needs to be opened up so I can put it in the carder. And then I'll decide what to do with it, whether I will spin it or am I going to pass it on to someone who might want to spin it. So this is kind of what it looks like when it's been processed a bit further. And it spins beautifully. This is a BFL merino blend that I've been working with for quite a while. So the other thing, I just, in closing, that I would like to share with you are some of my hand-dyed sock yarns. So I have a couple of colorways here. I have this one, and I haven't given it a name as yet. And then the brighter yellow. This is actually done with gold. Isn't that pretty? That is such a pretty colorway. So I have that. These are for offer, and if you're interested, just let me know. They are sock yarns. Here's another yellow. So it is, there's 2 skeins of yellow there. There we go. It is a sock yarn, so it's merino nylon blend. And it knits up beautifully. Absolutely beautiful. So there's that one. And there's 2 skeins of this one, which I really like. Look at the colors. The yellow and the turquoise. Again, I don't have it called anything yet that I'm aware of. Anyway, so if you're interested, I'm offering free shipping within Canada. And possibly further, depending on what those postal rates are. But I am offering free shipping till the end of April. So if you're interested in these or any other colorways that you've seen me show, or a colorway you'd like to see that you haven't seen, I do a violet. Wilton's Violet is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colorway that I have. Another one was the Support Ukraine colorway, which had that beautiful turquoise and a beautiful yellow. So it was split between them, right? It turned out really, really well. I only have one skein of that, and it's on my Etsy shop, which is Fibre Mom for You, I think is what it's called. I'll put the link down below if you're interested. I have these. I don't want to declutter them necessarily, and yet I have to store them. So if I'm having to store them, I'd rather you store them and work with them than have them here for me. But for now, I hope you have a tremendous day, a beautiful day. Go through some of your fiber stash. See what you can give away to charity. See what you can work with to create something for other people. Or maybe you're just really enjoying putting your hands on everything because it feels so yummy and so squishy. So either way, enjoy and God bless. So next week, part 2. We'll see you then. Bye for now. Remember, this is Doll from Doll Can Create, and you can too.